我々は大魔界から来たんですよ。あなたの祖先のナメック人もそうでしょ。ほら、あなたたちの耳も尖っている。あなたも大魔界の出身ですね。
This, ladies and gentlemen, is how one line, one lore drop turned the Demon Realm race into something that has the potential to be the greatest race in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. I'm talking about more forms than Saiyans and more hacks than Majins. My name is Rom Hatcher, and today we are going to talk about how Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 could and should implement a Demon Realm race. Now, I've already made one video talking about how Xenoverse 3 can implement a potential Android race, and because of that video, I have my format down. So, let's start with the unique passives they will have. And honestly, at first, I was puzzled. And after I spent hours of pondering, of rewatching the story, reading the Daizenshu, thinking, I finally realized exactly what they should. I used ChatGPT. And what it said was pretty ass. I'm not gonna lie to you, them ideas were low-key buns. It was like, oh, let's make Saiyans, but instead of having high attack with low health, let's have high attack with low stamina and low ki. And I'm like, dude, that's an awful idea. This is exactly why I don't use you, you robot!
You're just a slave, a pawn with no free will of its own, is that it?
Now I'm joking, ChatGPT is goated and is the only reason why I am passing my college courses. But after that, I did what I usually do, and I looked at a bunch of Super Souls. And then I found Never Super Soul, which activates stamina drain on the enemy team. And I'm like, wow, that sounds like some real magic bullshit that a magician, a demon would have. And then, ladies and gentlemen, the creative juices started flowing through my brain, and I came up with the idea, and I have it ready to show you and tell. I think the passive ability that demons should have is a team buff and enemy team debuff. So if you're a male demon, you will debuff the enemy team. They will have reduced ki, stamina, and health recovery. And they will also shorten the time enemy buffs last. While female demons will boost their entire team's health, stamina, and ki recovery, while extending the time that their team has buffs. And when I say increased health recovery, I don't mean they're gonna give their team auto health regen. I just mean if their team is already healing, it will be faster. So if you use a capsule or if an Namekian is on low health, they will just heal faster. And chat, I feel like this is the perfect idea. This sounds like some real strong magical cheese. That real demonic magic, bro. I think I cooked low-key, bro. And now for the unique appearances I think demons should have. Number one, most important, if you're a demon, you will have sharp ears. But when it comes to the optional stuff we can add, I think we should be able to have horns. And the horns have to not be connected to the hairstyle, because I do not want my hair to be this yee-ass haircut. No, don't do that. Make the horns connected to the ears, or just make them their own slide. And there are a lot of horns we've seen demons have in Dragon Ball. I'm gonna play some of them on screen right now, so we will have a lot of options with these horns. There's also options for unique face markings. I mean, we have Mira, King Goma, other stuff like that. They can get creative with that too. And I do think demons should have sharp teeth the same way how Namekians have sharp teeth. And with demons becoming playable, it will be the perfect time to finally give us the Patara. And also give us Bojack's earrings too, because those look really, really cool. I'd also love for our CACs to get the necklaces that we see Bojack and his crew have, and also the headpiece that we see Gas wear. And you have to give us the hairstyles that we see the Heaters wear, bro. Like, we need these cuts, bro. These cuts would save Xenoverse 3. For who? You know exactly who. And I will be putting them on my CACs. And when it comes to these earrings and necklaces and hairstyles, these wouldn't be like race-specific to demons, but with adding these demons, it'll be the perfect chance to finally add them into the game. Also, for the love of God, give us Kogu's bandana without giving me his hairstyle. Just give me his bandana, and also give me Bojack's Dorag, please. Hey, Xenoverse, if you give us the Dorag, and hey, come on, Xenoverse 3, give me the sauce, bro. Now, before I go into the super attacks and the transformations, I do want to say for the Demon Realms like combo set, I really want to see them use staffs like Toa, like Goma. I also want to see them like shoot out Ki Blast with their staffs. We have Ultra Super Villain Frieza shooting out Ki Blast. We have the new Broly shooting out Ki Blast. Come on, give us some cool Ki Blast sauce. And also, make sure to give us a ranged grab like Ultra Super Villain Frieza and Supreme Kai Time Half. But make sure it's like a cool new animation, bro. Like, go really do something cool, bro. Do something cool with that grab. My personal recommendation for at least the male grab is that they use their telekinesis to choke you out the same way how Gas was choking out Goku in the manga. And it could also take away your stamina the same way how full power Jiren's grab takes away your stamina. And you could either give the females a really cool grab or some silly ass shit. And my recommendation for the silly grab is them just hitting you with the big ass magic book. Like, I think that would be hilarious. I think they should also have a ranged heavy attack like Demigra. They should use their staff when they fire a Ki Blast. And please let the demons use their staff when they're blocking and give them just this saucy block pose, bro. That would be really cool. Now we are going to move on to the unique skills and super attacks demons should have. And I'm gonna be real with you, chat, there are a lot of them. The first ability on the list is the Psycho Threads. And this ability that King Goma has, because they pretty much have the same function. You restrain your opponent and you drain their ki, and if they reach 0 ki, make them de-transform. I could see the Heraclan version being a super attack and Goma's being an ultimate attack. Next is the weapon conjuration we see Deborah and Gas use. And we have a lot of options with this. I mean, Deborah and Gas both use spears, Deborah used his sword, and Gas used a whole lot of weapons from maces. We see Gas making shields. This man Gas even throws kunai at Granola. He even does a kunai Hellzone grenade. We got the big chained ball attack also. This thing also explodes on impact. Bro also pulls out the Dragon Slayer from Berserk. We've seen Gas make these silly ass Fortnite traps and they look hilarious if I'm being honest. And nigga, is that Demon Wind Shuriken? What? Bro, what? And my favorite out of Gas's weapons are his gigantic boots. Imagine using this on somebody, uploading the video and titling the video YN Demon Stomps Out His Ops. And the title would be completely accurate. Then there's Moro, who has a bunch of abilities from a ranged ki drain to a close-up ki drain, which is pretty much just a better version of the super drain thing we already have in Xenoverse 2. But in my Android race video, I did say moves like Super Drain, Drain Field, those should be Android specific moves anyway. So this could be the Demon Ki Absorption ability. Then we have Moro's Planet Magic attack where he throws lava at you. And for some reason, Toyotaro gave Moro the 4 Crimson Ray Barrier? Listen, they put the move in Shinobi Striker, put the move in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, bro. I want to use this. We could get all the cool lightning abilities that Glorio had. I mean, that man was just showing off a lot of cool stuff. Goma was just using a lot of abilities. There is a lot of stuff to pull from when it comes to Goma. I would love if you would give us the punch portals that Janemba and Fusamasu both use. I mean, that would be really sick. I would also love if we could get the magic book that Dr. Arinsu and Majin Ku had. And I think this attack should only be 1 super attack and 1 ultimate. And you could give these attacks a lot of inputs, so they could technically be like 10 skills in 1. Just mastering these 2 magic book attacks could be their own fighting style, and I think that would be really, really cool from a magic perspective. And imagine if they give us the Dead Zone. Bro, if they give us the Dead Zone, I know everyone's gonna be running that move. That move just looks so sick. Now you could make it just a basic damaging attack, but you could get really creative with this. Imagine the caster of the Dead Zone has to stay in place while they're opening it up, and the Dead Zone is just sucking everybody else towards it. And you have to be far away from it because the closer you are to it, the stronger the pull. And while this would do a lot of damage, I think this move should also suck in your own teammates. And if the caster is holding the Dead Zone up for too long, you can get sucked into your own Dead Zone attack and hurt yourself. So maybe if you hold it for over 10 seconds, you get sucked into it. Or maybe as you hold up the Dead Zone, it drains your ki. And if you reach 0 ki while you're still holding it up, you get sucked into it. I think stuff like that would be really cool for balance. And it would also be hilarious if someone just killed themselves with that. Like, watching that happen would be so funny. Also, fun fact, the Dead Zone has a face. And most importantly, give us Supreme Kai's silly ass Kachin block move, bro. Let me just throw a cube of the hardest metal in the universe, man. And technically, I could name more magical abilities, but I'm really trying to stick towards only the magic used by people that are of the demon realm. Next, we have the Awoken Skills, and I'm not going to go too in-depth on what I think they would do when it comes to buffs and stuff, but I will make that another video. But right now, I'm just really going to try to list all the Awoken Skills we could get for a Demon Realm race. First is the Makio Demon / Garlic Jr. buff form. This could be like the Demon race equivalent of the Super Saiyan Grade 2 and 3, Master Roshi buff form, Frieza's 100% form. We could also get Bojack's full power mode. I would love to see Gas's uncontrolled nature form and also his controlled nature form. And that would probably be the transformation I would run most on a potential Demon Realm race. And the transformation I think that is most likely to be for a Demon Realm race is the Third Eye. And I think the Third Eye will have two different forms. The first will be you just awakening into the Third Eye, and I could also see us having that really cool aura that Goma has. And the second one should be the giant form. That would be cool. Give us a giant form for demons, and we should have access to all the cool abilities we saw Giant Goma do. Because with Giant and Mechans, they gave us just a bunch of mouth beams. That's super lame. No. Give us a full moveset. I also made an entire video on how they could do Giants in Xenoverse 3, and I went really in depth on that. So if you haven't seen that video and you want Giants to be really well done in Xenoverse 3, check it out, bro. Top right, I know you see it. And also, guys, one thing to remember is that when we're asking for all these forms, it isn't just for hype and aura moments. Now, that is the most important part, I'm not gonna lie to you. But with each form gives a new opportunity to advance your build. If Saiyans want to make a strike build, Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3. If Saiyans want to make a Ki Blast build, Super Vegeta. If Saiyans want to make a basic attack build, Super Saiyan God. If you want to just do a bunch of damage on everything, Super Saiyan Blue. You want a defense build? Super Saiyan Blue Evolved. You want a fucking stamina build? Future Super Saiyan. The same way how Saiyans have build options for anything, we need every other race to have build options for everything. I think the Demon Realm race has so much potential in Xenoverse 3. I mean, we already have Mr. Popo, Cybermen, the Namekians, the Glen, all confirmed to be Demon Realm race. And we have other races that were already stated to be demons, like Garlic Jr., demon, Bojack's race, demons. There's just so much to pull from when it comes to this race. I mean, I know there's a lot of people who want to make Tapion's race. Bro, sharp ears? Supreme Kai's hair? Oh yeah, bro's from the Demon Realm. Bro's race is definitely from the Demon Realm. Also, you're probably wondering,
Rom Hatcher, why have you not spoken a single word about Dragon Ball Heroes? That is like that's where all the stuff is, man.
Listen, chat, sadly, I'm pretty sure the Xenoverse 2 developers, they don't want to do anything with Dragon Ball Heroes. They had some statements out, so we're probably not going to get that much Dragon Ball Heroes stuff. But now that we have Daima, a canon version of the Demon Realm, I would love to see Xenoverse 3 do their own thing with that and the characters and all the forms and abilities, bro. Like, I would love to see them just go crazy with creativity with that. So hopefully they cook. But that is pretty much the end of this video, guys. If there's something you want to see for the Demon Realm race, tell me what that is in the comment section below. Tell me what other races you want to see in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. I will catch you guys later. Keep doing your best because, hey, bro, I'm doing my best too. We're all trying to do our best. God bless. I will catch you guys later.